Hello, I'm BX and welcome back to the Mathcraft video. These are videos I occasionally make on my channel where I go really in depth into the math of a particular Minecraft problem. And today we're going to be going across one of the most insane problems we've perhaps ever tackled on this channel, because I wanted to work out how many possible Minecraft worlds there are. And when I say that, I don't mean how many possible Minecraft worlds can spawn, i.e. the number of seeds, which is already 44 quintillion, a mind-blowing number. I wanted to work out how many possible worlds there are after you start playing around and replacing blocks and moving stuff all over the place, which is what I'm going to be calculating today. And let's just say this gets pretty insane pretty fast. So hopefully you do all enjoy the insane Mathcraft. If you do like it, let me know, because it helps out the channel. And let's say you do like, again, maths in Minecraft and stuff like that. But with that said, let's get straight into this already, shall we? And let's just really start by saying this was inspired by a Reddit post which was talking about the PC version of the game, but it actually had quite a few flaws in the way it calculated its math, not least the number of item IDs it's used, not least the fact that it calculated the world as not being as cube. But what I would talk about today is the console world with all of the console blocks. So this seems like a really tricky thing to work out at first, because you need to work out how many different combinations of different blocks there are in the world, but it's actually a relatively simple piece of math, because think of it this way: if there was only 2 items in Minecraft and the world was only a 2x2 area, so there was 4 possible blocks and there's 2 possible block statements, let's say there's dirt and there's air, there's actually 16 combinations you can have there. And that's basic binary thing right now. There's all these 16 combinations. Think of 0 as being air and 1 as being dirt. Here are the 16 combinations you can have. That's 2 to the power of 4, the number of block possibilities there are, to the power of how many blocks there actually are. So again, that sounds kind of complex, but that just means all we need to know is how many blocks there are in Minecraft, and we need to know how many blocks there are possibly to be placed in Minecraft console. So on Minecraft console, it's hard to find an exact number for how many block IDs there are. So I just decided to dig into a PC list and remove all of the ones which aren't actually, placeable items. Stuff like the, fishing rod, that's not a block you can place. I decided to remove all of the ones which don't currently exist on Minecraft console, such as the purple, and I also decided to remove a bunch of the ones which don't actually make too much sense, as well as adding all the variants. So for instance, stained glass counts as one block, just with a different block ID. I added all of those in, I added all of the different types of things, and I decided to count 16 banners instead of, how many the actual combination is, because that kind of complicates things a bit more. So there's 16 banners which can be placed on the floor, one for each color, as well as 16 banners that work on the wall. So yeah, that's how I came across the number of 412 different placeable blocks that can be placed down on Minecraft console. And then you add air to that, because obviously air is like, although a lot of people think it is the absence of a block, it does count as a block for the game, and it can make very different things. Most of your world right now is probably made of air, so yeah, that means air is the 413th block state possibility, which means there's 413 blocks on Minecraft console. And then to work out the world size, it's something I've done before. Basically, you square the world, which we know is 864 by 864, at least on the classic size world that most Minecraft console uses. And yeah, it's 864 by 864, or 5120 by 5120, and then you multiply that number by 256. This lets us know that there's 191 million blocks in the Minecraft 360 world that can be placed in or done stuff with, and in a Minecraft Xbox One / PS4 large size world, there's 6.7 billion. Roughly, anyway. The actual numbers will be on the screen right now, which you can see and be like, oh yeah, that's quite a lot of blocks that are placeable on Minecraft console. So yeah, just bear in mind before we continue any further here, because now we have the number of blocks we need, and we have the number of blocks placeable, which means we can plug that into the formula of one thing to the power of the other thing and get to where we're going. Basically, the way humans' brains thinks is like basically meant to be linearly, not exponentially, which means when you're thinking about how big this number is going to be, you're probably still going to be quite a bit off. And just put that in perspective, if you wanted to, if there was only 2 blocks possible in Minecraft, just 0 and 1, dirt and air, that's just about it. The number of combinations you have for just a 360 size world alone would already have more than 300 digits attached to it. So yeah, that's bear in mind a Google, which is one of the most insane numbers, it's 10 to the power of 100. This would be 10 to the power of 300. So again, 10 followed by 300 zeros basically. That's for just dirt and air. And now think we've got 413 blocks. We've got all the creeper heads, we've got lava, we've got water, we've got banners, we've got coal, we've got all these different types of blocks that can be placed in there. So how many things are possible? Well, here's the crazy maths that can't even be properly plugged into a real calculator, because what we're going to be calculating is 413 to the power of 191 million. So 413 times 430, 191 million times. Basically, if you type this into most calculators, it just says infinity. It's well beyond the calculation for most things. However, I did find one calculator online that would let me do a calculation this big, and if you put it in there, you get this result. That's right, this is the number of Minecraft Xbox 360 worlds which are humanly possible. And just in case you're not familiar with scientific notation, basically it follows this number all the way along to the end, right? And then after that, where the E starts, that means after that you add 499,915,839 zeros. This is a number which has that many digits. It has 500 million digits just to even show off this number of possible Minecraft Xbox 360 worlds. So just bear in mind that's the 360 / PS3 classic size world. What do we take this up to the Xbox One / PS4 large size? So the largest Minecraft console world you can get, which is still considered small by a lot of people. The number of possible worlds you can do with that, again, 413 to the power of 6.7 billion, gives you this number on screen right here. Again, you get infinity on most calculators by fan which we can do it, and as you can see there, you get this really big number, and then after E, you have that many zeros. So that's 17 1,555,000,000. That many, that's the number of digits this number has, let alone the actual preciseness of them. But yeah, just bear in mind, pretty big number when you multiply 413 by itself 6.7 billion times. And yeah, that's one of the most insane things you can think about. Again, you can't even comprehend that many digits. I can't even think about how to think about that, because bear in mind that on screen right now, this is going to be me putting some pretty small text. This is something like 400 numbers. So if I wanted to show you this entire number with all 17 billion digits, I would have to use this size text on the screen in that form. I'd have to use those 400 numbers over and over again 42 million times. It'd have to be 42 million frames worth of numbers just to show you the number of possible Minecraft worlds, and that's absolutely insane. You might be thinking, how is this even possible? Well, bear in mind, in those possible worlds, because it uses every single block currently possible in Minecraft console, every single one of those worlds in that big giant list, which is uncomprehendable to most of us, is your world. In that big list is my world. In that big list is my world, but 2 days ago. In that big list is my world, but in the next 3 days. Every single possibility of my world, of your world, of that world, of the mashup pack worlds, every single thing that can be built in a Minecraft world using normal blocks is possible in that big list of combinations. Think of it this way, the entire script. Okay, so think if you built in giant letters using like blue stained clay. If you built like 20 blocks tall, you could, if you built something saying Toy Cat is the best, that possibility is considered in that giant number. If you wrote the entire script of like Toy Story, of the B movie inside Minecraft using green stained clay, if you wrote the entire B movie script, that's included in there. If you write that in green stained clay or orange stained clay for every other letter, that's included. No matter what world you want to imagine or you're trying to imagine, it's always going to be included in those Minecraft possibilities, as long as it is made from the 413 blocks which currently exist in Minecraft console. And to me, that's absolutely insane. Okay, think of a world where everything is upside down. Think of a world where everything's upside down and there's nothing but giant pictures of Rick Astley everywhere. That world is possible in those combinations, and that is, that is what's possible with a Minecraft world with that many different possibilities. So with that said, yeah, if you ever think that Minecraft is, you're kind of bored, you think you've done everything, bear in mind you've probably only scratched the surface of Minecraft content in terms of like 0.000000000% of 1% of worlds have ever been even like touched in some way. And yeah, maybe that inspires you. Maybe it makes you go, whoa, that's weird. Or maybe you just love the idea of, wouldn't it be cool if we could create every single Minecraft world and then we would never have to do anything because they'd all be in there somewhere. I know, there's something about this that just blows my mind, of like every single thing you can think of. The script of this video, to this point, being built in, creeper heads on the side of a mountain with covered in snow, that is included in those possibilities, and anything you can think of right now, try it, is in there somewhere. So no, with that said, I hope you did all enjoy this video. Hopefully I blew your minds a little bit, like I blew my own. If you did all like it, likely to let me know, because it helps out the channel, and let us know you do like the Minecraft videos, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.